Lax World presents the Lax World Lacrosse Blog, updated daily with news on all the local high schools and colleges, plus looks at who's recruiting the local stars of tomorrow. All the lacrosse news a fan could want at PressBoxOnline.com. Welcome back to Inside PressBox. In addition to the rodeo, MTA's rodeo, the President's Cup baseball tournament culminates next weekend with the championship game at Camden Yards. Recently, I had the opportunity to speak with the man who initiated the tournament, City Council President Jack Young, and we spoke about how it benefits Baltimore's youth. Let's take a look. All right, and we are in the office of City Council President Bernard C. Jack Young. And Bernard, or you prefer to be called Jack, I understand that. Tell us a little bit about the President's Cup and how it's part of your play initiative. Well,
the President's Cup is, this is the second year. The first year we had about, I think it was 8 or 9 teams that participated. This year we have over 16 teams of private and public schools playing together. It's an initiative that one of my workers brought to my attention, Mr. Hyman, knowing that I love sports. And he came in and gave me some options on a number of things he wanted to work on, in addition to his responsibilities as being, the backup for the Board of Estimates. And I told him, look, put it together, I'll think about it, and we'll look at it. And he came back with this concept that I blessed, and here we are with the second year of the President's Cup.
Now, it's not only blessed by the President of the City Council, but you've got some pretty heavy hitters, maybe not enough to really do the dreams that you have, but Peter Angelos has stepped up big time. I think the folks at Under Armour. Would you care to mention any other people that have cared to participate in it?
Yes, Kennedy Krieger, Johns Hopkins have given money. You said Under Armour, and Mr. Angelos gave us a shot in the arm. And I think it's some other sponsors, the Family League, the Annie E. Casey Foundation. And I'm hoping, and Major League Baseball really embraced this. Mr. Seelig sent Jackie Robinson's daughter, and a vice president of operation, I think that was the guy who came. And I'm very excited that Major League Baseball is looking at it, because Mr. Seelig said this is something that should happen in cities all over, the country.
Well, baseball has this initiative now. I think it's called the RBI program, where it's trying to get inner city kids to start playing baseball again, because the African American community has really moved on to other things, and baseball is the lesser for it, no question about it.
Right. Most of them are interested in basketball and football. And I realized that baseball has always been America's sport. And I remember growing up on weekends and some Fridays, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, families were out at just about every park all over the city. Matter of fact, all over the state, where people would go out and watch kids play. We would go out and watch the adults play, and you don't see that anymore. And we're trying to bring that back. I mean, kids all over now are saying, hey, how can my school get involved? And we really want everybody involved. And a couple elected officials from other, areas say, Jack, how can you help us to do this? Say, I only have one bin. And if you want to send somebody here to work along with us to figure out how to do this, I'll be happy to. I said, but I cannot let Ben come over there and do the same thing with you guys. So we're hoping that one day that Baltimore City will play Baltimore County, probably at Raven Stadium, at Oriole Park. And we have this thing regional and have it grow not only to Baltimore City, but throughout the state where we can compete.
So right now, though, as we talk, we're down to the final 4 out of the original 10 or 12 teams that were in it. Right. And they're going to play on the 14th of the month at Johns Hopkins on the baseball fields over there. Very good program run by Coach Bob Babb. And then on April 21st at Oriole Park at Camden Yards will be the finals.
That's right, and we are all excited about that. And we want people to come and support these kids. This is a worthwhile, project, and we want to fill the stadium up. It's free. Some people who have never seen Oriole
You did
Park.
say free.
Free. Free. Free. Free. And we want people to come out to support these teams. We're going to have a wonderful time. And look, the funny thing about this the best thing about this whole thing is some of these kids never heard their names really called. And at each game that WBAL was calling the kids' names, saying who's coming up to bat, play-by-play, and those kids were excited about that. And to go to Canham Yards and hear their name called on that big screen and seeing their pictures up there, I mean, those kids are really, really excited.
All right, we're out of time today, but can I get you to come in sometime and talk about some larger initiatives like raising over $1 million to fix all the fields in the city?
Absolutely.
All right,
can
Councilman.
I say one thing?
You sure can.
Anybody that want to contribute, they can donate to BaltimorePresidentsCup.com. And Presidents with an S, and that's BaltimorePresidentsCup.com.
All right. City Council President Bernard C. Jack Young, we appreciate his time, and we're going to get him in to talk more about some of these issues on a later show. We'll be right back. And you can read more about the President's Cup from Keith Mills right now at PressBoxOnline.com. Joining me after this break will be Jamie Costello, so don't touch that dial. Inside PressBox is presented by Freedmont Mortgage. Don't make a 30-year mistake by choosing the wrong lender. Go to Freedmont.com now for all of your mortgage needs.